is rough, man. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Did it end? Is the broadcast ended? Mine says it's live still. It should still be on, man. Tagging, are we still live? We're still live, right? I think he might be having computer issues. No! 45, it must have ended for a second. What the hell? Shit. No, it's live. I had to refresh the browser. Okay. For a sec, yeah. Okay. Because I missed it, but it says I've been streaming for 1 minute, so something happened. Sorry about that. I don't know. Everything's plugged in. Like, I have it plugged into the modem. It's not Wi-Fi. It's not nothing like that. Don't know. Zerx, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Really cool. Thank you. Yeah, for a second, and I felt like I was putting my... All right. Working on this neck. Here we go. Here we go. We're just slowly building this thing up, correcting the drawing. At the same time, we always correct. I don't care if it's like, you know, we're modeling, we're adding color in. We're always correcting. Always correcting. Squint, try to see the whole shape at once. Slowly brush into it, flowing with the form this time. I'm going to go across it here. This comes up, light shape up just a little bit. So I'm looking at this entire shape, seeing it as a light shape. Again, this is where that pencil drawing we did at the beginning of the stream comes in handy. That's why I do that. It warms you up to this, right? It warms you up. There you go. Step back. Let's bring the light up a little bit there, but I'm going to soften actually this edge, which is a little bit sharp. I'm going to lose the drawing here, but I'm going to cut back into it with some dark. There we go. Just soften that edge a little bit, right? A little bit too thick, so I'm going to bring the dark into it. Do it. It was like in the ballpark. It was really, I could have done that a little bit different, but whatever. You got tagging fired up there, Winter. Shit. Whatever. He's fired up. Let's go in with this right here. Value. Trying to shape the tip a little bit, so I kind of fanned it out, so it's going to be a little bit smoother flow. It'll be a little bit easier to get that soft edge. I messed up. Bring this up. Soft. Going across the form. Across, flowing with. This is the form's going in this direction. The anatomy. Do. Shit, that's not it. It's this one. Being a single over, being stressed for being cheated on. There was a bonfire starting a cold, sleepy winter night. Jeez. Yeah, sorry you had to go through that, man. That stuff sucks. It sucks. It's not fun. It is not fun. It's not fun. Shoot the tip. That is not fun. There. Some light. We're going to bring that light up some. Well, that's good, man. Like if you, I think it's harder if you care. You really care. Then that's tough. So that's still sorry you had to go through that. It's not fun. There we go. All right. When I do this, it's very important to try to see all this as we're working this. Flip the brush, it's going to be a little bit, no, it's not lighter there, I was wrong. I'll make it lighter now. Just a little bit of light here. Come across because it doesn't look right when it's just like straight. Smooth it up a little bit. Step back, we'll see how it looks. It's looking a little bit better. See now, put some color to it, start popping out. Looks good. That's it. Ooh. Paint. Paint. That edge right there. Our women are loyal. Really? Dude, I think women are women. Are you sure it's from country to country like that tagging? I'm not too convinced with that. If you ignore her, she likes you more, I think, is how it goes. I think. Are they? See, I've never been over to Albania before. Tagging. Never been. This thing here. I'm gonna use this. It's my mid-tone. I lost my mid-tone brush somehow. I don't know how. Maybe I never had one like strictly for this one. So they're nice. Well, that's lucky. For you, that's a good thing, right? Tagging, you seemed very put together. I obviously couldn't understand what the hell you were saying, but in your interview, I thought you seemed very put together, when you were speaking in front of, you were on camera, It was good, man. So I wouldn't undersell yourself. Definitely not, Yeah, I can see it being awesome, but I can also see it being like maybe sometimes it's just too much. You know what I mean? There does come a point where you want to get away from this stuff. And I've painted a lot, man. A lot. A lot. And you know, but sometimes you need to get out. Clear your head. But yeah, maybe, I don't know. Did you really? Claudar? Woo! Did I date? Yeah. I the only nationality outside of American though that I've gone out with is Italian. That's it. But yeah, but I'm not right now just because I'm always doing this. Really, I don't get out that much. But yeah, normally yes. Let's get this brush. Bring some light in. Heck. All right. The main benefit of having a girlfriend at sea is that you have a free model you can. Very oriented with this. Drawing and painting, I love it. Nice. Needs to get lighter, much lighter. So we're bringing the light up, right? And so it determines the shadows. And you're going to have some. I want to keep the shadows dark. It's okay if I fade some of this, but this also needs to make sense. It can't look like a hole in, right? Can't look like there's a hole. Yeah. light and bring out the light, bring up the dark kind of in the surrounding areas, just a little bit. You still want it darker, but. And so I'm painting also a little bit thinner in the shadows than I do in the lights. It's one key to making it also look more that's too dark, more three-dimensional. Is to paint thinner in the shadows if you can. And if you build them up too much, you can always scrape them down. Try to put some color into them. I'm going to try to push the color there a little bit more than I did. Let's use this brush to do that. So I have two separate brushes. I'm going through doing some detailed work here. Let's see what happens when I push the red. I want there to be color, but I want this to be like deep and rich at the same time. It's the thing, like, you know, I can paint what I see in the photograph, but not all the time is it indicative of the actual anatomy. It's like sometimes it's just a light effect the camera did. I'd like to understand the anatomy of what I'm actually painting. Screw that up. Now let's just unify that down to the lower shadow. Which should be good. This is coming along. The neck's definitely looking better. You see, it does make the face look different when you put the neck in. Dragging it across. That needs, I'm going to work on that transition. Let's go back to this brush. I'm using some alizarin crimson in this. Now, same brush, but I'm going to green it out, lighten it a little bit. Use that value here. There you go. This value here. Soften this. Step back. Okay. I have to go back through and shape the other end of that. That's the value. Dips in a little bit more, going across the form. Touching it and pulling it up a little bit. It's hard to do, but practice. There you go. And let's work on this shadow, which I did not work on. Back in the dark brush. That's the value. Form the tip. Shit. That's good, except for that one little piece. Got this. I'm just going to touch that up. Fix that. Curves down some. So let's take this brush, same brush, darken it a little bit. Make sure it's a little bit greener. Shape. This right here. There we go. Just a little bit of a shape to it. That comes in some, and then it swoops up. Take some green to lighten and green it out at the same time, and we're just going to go with some straight brush strokes instead of the pulls. There. It's going to get lighter. Green, a touch of blue into the same value. Squint. There you go. Form's looking okay. This needs to change. Needs to come in some. Indian red, alizarin crimson, to the dark. Sharp point, squint. Bring this, make it a little bit more concave, the shadow. Or rather, convex the shadow. Just a little. There we go. Next, looking at a little bit better. I messed something up. Give me a sec. This light shape goes up some. That shape goes up. This is like, all day long, pencil drawing, correcting the shapes. Correct everything you do. This comes up a little bit like that. I've got the slightly darker brush, but still a lighter brush. Indian red. There we go. Squint. Clean that up just a little bit. There. Go back into it. Clean the brush. Scratch the neck. And then we're going to go up and add a little bit of light, just a little bit here, with the edge of the brush, and just pulling it across. The form's going this way, I'm going across the form. Makes it look a little bit more 3D. That's it. And then soften this edge. There. And then it's a little bit dirtied, so I'm going to just lightly come in here and immediately screw it up. So I'm going to come back here with a darker brush, which I should have done before. Slightly darker. Get the same color, but a little bit darker. Actually, it's going to be more green. Okay, we got this. We got it. I just can't panic. I'm not going to do the pull thing. We're just going to do the straight brush stroke. Lightly working it in. Squint. I'm doing this type of work like anatomy up here, neck. It's a lot of back and forth with it, and this is going to actually have to lighten up some too. That lightens up some. It's a lot of back and forth, right? That's what we do. A lot of back and forth. Let's do. Let's take this brush, make it darker. A lot of back and forth. You just, you do one thing, it affects something else. So you have to correct that, then that affects something else. So you have to correct that, and so on and so forth. It just keeps going. You did something right, you could do it better. Go back and repaint it or paint over it, build upon it. There we go. Goes up. Again, lost the shape. So this is like the detail, right? In the neck, we're trying to sculpt the neck. It's looking a little bit better. Okay, I might take a slight break from this. Let's bring some light up just a little bit, just a little. I take a break from the neck piece, maybe. I always say that, and then I just find something I need to work on. And I continue doing it. The solid strokes here and there, just to give it a little bit more tooth. Yeah, that's looking all right. It's looking okay. I like the neck so far. Neck is coming along. There looks like there's tension. It's a little bit long. Fuck. I can fix that actually. It seems a very easy fix. It just comes up a little bit. So that's here like this. We'll leave that for now. That's fine. That is fine. And then I'm going to move up here and just work on a transition that I see top. See, I'm looking at this whole thing and then I see this little piece up top and but through and correct. And again, this is how you work quicker, is constantly are looking at all these pieces that need to change all over, not just one place. Work in one place, what are you going to do? Hone in, and then you're going to over-exaggerate, overwork, and then it's not going to make sense with everything else. You'll have to go back through and correct. If you can see everything at once, then you're going to just save yourself a lot of trouble, a lot of time painting. You know, just how it is, man. It's how it is. How it is. Let's bring the light up maybe a little bit in the neck. I like how that looks though. It's okay. See how this is. I'm going to flip it upside down for a second for my eyes. I've been looking at this for quite some time. Right, that's what we do. Flip it. Forehead, I've lost. I got kind of an impression with it, but I lost some form in it. At least I think. Yeah, I did. It's kind of just a blurb. It's something I'll have to correct, which is fine. Bring this over here so you guys can see it. It's upside down image. And the neck is there, the face. the face. I'm doing the window essentially to block out her chest. Maybe I put some clothes or something on her. Better composition. Kind of like, I like kind of a V cut or something going down, especially, you know, just have that. I don't mind doing that, but at the same time, it's kind of cool when you can model the form, the figure, but you know, I don't need to do that. If I want this like a painting, compositional painting, then I'm going to go through and add something darker and just make it so it's like, I don't know, something like that. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a very nice weekend. All right. Tagging, go out and get a girlfriend. You sound like you have very nice girls in your country. That's a good thing. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. Always appreciate it. You guys take care. I'll see ya. Quite welcome, man. You are quite welcome. Later, guys.